Don't try, baby, who don't try? Oh, don't try, baby, who don't try? Hold on, yeah, 120. Baby, don't try, never let me go crazy. It's my life, honey, don't get crazy. It's my life, honey, don't go crazy. I'll focus on you and come on, hey, such a rock from my head, my friend of my ways, so I don't hear my friend of my soul, I don't hear I'm not, only baby, she's I'm not, only baby, she's I'll cook us such a rock from my head, cook such a rock from my head, cook such a rock from my head, such a rock, such a rock, so those and I told about, so those and I told about, so those and I told about. I don't make them so those and I told about, so those and I told about, so those and I told about. I don't make them go I don't make them go and I'll be doing I'm still tall again, it's my matter from you don't know, you never don't try, baby, who don't try? Oh, don't try, baby, who don't try? Oh, don't try, baby, who don't fancy? Oh, yeah, teacher, and I fancy. Oh, yeah, fancy. Oh, yeah, teacher. Onia, welcome, Razak, Pa, welcome, invite you, Obi, no, Obi, soon invite you, Obi. Yes, I'm here, and I'm Mr. Sogah, Yababe Bonko, said yes, Saturday, Biara, Yede Bremono, and then so, and Marina son, say, Yede Bebe Bium, and unti, fa, Unia Becca, Yahoo, na yam from mum. Na yama grown so mefro back. Onia invite you be what na enen common bed a bed de inti invite you be na obi nso invite you be na yama nkomo no enye de what inti sawa so a invite you be na chese agro na so hey anadie hey They say invite you obi na obi so invite you obi ene ye ba bedi nkomo onua ahamachi bribisi ye 19 na me topic no aba no say service. Oh my God, Ghana, we are under service. I'm telling you. Me church was say why? When you miss your tear, and I titi mu na ye kro no titi ni mu ye ka ye ho a face say pepe Friday and I saw camera
me ye fear bi na me kuri to amana bi mu amana no na emu ohu ana misro social media so pa e na afi sese pepepe eneda ene 1 year na yaya election awie e wo Ghana na ede na esi ye me hu video bi na obi se onte ase se Ghana almost NDC for efa ekunwa na ehọ na mani call Ghana for so ehọ na ma mani ekọ Ghana se de enkrofo si hu Ghana fa ene omadwene ewo omunua no mo ankasa ho na me de camera to mani mu say who are Ghanaians, because this gentleman made reference to the fact that on TSS Mahama Korenya vote ni bi ehọ na me hu say what we have a problem in Ghana. Asemaba, we don't recognize ourselves. Inti ene invite you be why. I invite you be na me Dr. Sogah ye bedi nkomo ansa na no ene meka kira de bi esi here. Ghana is under service. Yes. Oh. Hey. Hey. And you say ye mobium and yo bring hair and one yet so. And na ye ba bedi nkomo enti se wa beka me ho a me ne Dr. Sogah said ye ne de bia no. Ene ahamache ma me kan se me nkyere no esi ye me ba no sore ye na obo me se ma ne yemu ye ne ya na de we oye no na me ho tete me na me se afi na me be drive akọ ha no mo hospital parking lot se ni se ma me free ambulance within 7 minutes. Onua wo hwe me 7 minutes no na me te me puno se bang me ko bia me puno na 7 minutes onua akola yare me kan akola ni nti frum. Hey, priority onua wo hwe me priority me say invite you obi na enaye ni nkomo na say ye bode huroma Ghana fo a ye nimni entira within 7 minutes na ambulance for memman canteen come 3 and I be rame demu ha na de wo mo no bekasa hu se wo yo nipa ene ye o ese me buku ene ne ko hu ni doctor 3 I thought so many ambulance no say onya many ambulance no they were paramedics or before these were the emergency responses, these were the men before the men and omo baaye eno ntimi bi say omo say if I can take a picture me hu pre me uni made bi omo baaye on be take akola ne temperature ehun say there are no vital any urgent care need and I say bibia enye we bibia ye bibi na em say ne temperature omo hwe ne temperature omo hwe ne lungs omo tie ne lungs mu no na che say enye bibia no mo nti afena na emergency for nankasa heba afena na paramedics for nankasa heba o ene truck no omo bebe remu ana memman canteen kan nso make your way out. Me African me ye Ghana ni me papa free Ghana wall on be kun wa ha no motete na abrofo no mo dwene se omo ye nipa sene ye no me pa ochew me nye bia mpapa meka ho bi omo recognize ye nanano mu puntu om betu wo krom ha ene omo abura ene omo kuku omo be si krom ha no ma mbu nanso enne akun yeda so kun ase bibifo ntino me voice keka me de frɛ this thing happened bia but me say ene de unima de bi me say me bisa almost say paramedics say I can think count 3 na ba ye no mbe make sure say akola no is not in any danger no e na paramedics fo ne ba ye e no mu gya omoma me ne abrante e na babawa me ka kire o say kuromwa enwuma kese no e mabawa ne mrante e na eye wo kurom ha enti me bisa almost say metimi atwa picture na enie anope ya me fie enie me ba no nete ho no me ba no ono oti ho no e na omo check na omo de machines bi asoso ne ho e na omo me bisa am say metwa picture metimi atwa picture na nka me be video the whole thing ba me am mu kura na me yemu hyehye me say me ba no e de na esia ne ho aye hyehye hamachesa no ma me mawuli Ghana is underserved and now me catch you say fie he ya me nim mamu e ni omo koye ya omo di jacket we bi koto ambulance aye kan ye no na it was 7 ambulance e buy service to mankind and now you 1 year pepepe me fa camera dey see manim because of ade bia me hu ye happy anniversary to you Mavis and fa hudie hotspot show and that before ansana Mr. Sogah beba ye be di nkomo akoni ame ba be kan yimu no monhwe pressure Ghana fo ne enti aye kasa wo monhwe ne enti aye kasa enya bribinti na aye kasa wo enya bribinti anasa yete ha ye ni Saturday behwa me fish bi a me dia to me season ato ho behwa me akoko nam bi a me season esi ho anka yesese me bo me nkwan papa bi ma kira de awie nso hwe
Students, get the coin. Omo first class, second class upper. Omo nimte, get the call bepimna. That's what you be na mass be at the bank. Then you want to say, chairman or original chairman, no. Be a free be a besi raging ha. Be a free be a besi raging ha. And you must say that.
Only a waiting na yeka pressure. Hey, wakuma abemua. Obenu makpeteshi sa Ghana akpeteshi na utamu nuna uko pressure we pressure na monhwe ne enti am say Ghana for ye wo you see the theory of stupidity na no me be chire mu no MPP fo afa nkrofo say bi mu we mu jimifo we mu de hwe me ka che o say ye wo autistic people in painful omo parliament ho ena me ne Dr. Sogah ye bedi nkomo ba wo de tie ne enti aye bedi nkomo ni
ene onya adaje twi makeup no twi ni yie nti no de ne natural face no any makeup no to a changes ye den ewom na mom ni nyina akoko wie se e ya do asafo akoro na ene mo pa enei mo ma nchi ni nyina ho okopa na ne yenhuru nanim ye ba ya huru ado asafo anim we will get sa old picture na ye de e wo ho a ye di nwa kinye no I'm telling you wow
hey Ghana yare for her ensem no doso and na me catch you say 1 year pepepe nie and I made the camera see many because of ensem say I could not believe say these are going on in Ghana say obi original minute this they have where post or abemo Mr. when you be a concern be a interview no the intellect way no baby I need or no so na adwene kodu no efiasafo a wanye makeup sada no inti efiasafo a say no abronya me catch you say chimpanzee or you very I'm telling you enuanomo mo de moma yenhwe yenim afenso moma henko yenim oni a wo hwa me Ghana for started sex education you see okurasini a wachire ni duare ho okada najo a etuana no na de bia meka no nkurasini a wachire ni duare okoda najo kura na etuana no ha no mo sex education ma menka semicho you started from grade 1 no enye akola ye ko kire ni say ni body change monwe book ya wo hwe so it's circulating in Ghana school mu omo kire akola you see there are 3 of sex education ye babe mu ye babe enforce it upon you say o body no change ye man kola no ye babe you see eno me be kan say me say obroni ne nhihye ye na ode betu kwan mu no oma mu leaders no oma mu leaders ni to me Send ya be ya mo leaders ne be hwe mo so. Said you obroni ni di tuo share wunua tuntum ne nsa during slavery time no man ni whiskey ni cigarette no man ni tuo so on fan guide mu ebibifo no sa na ene ya create bibi se democracy amamu enti wo pan no ote ho ma broni no doesn't need to be there to watch him or her one man no good cake one man good to me power. And no see o make sure say baby a wote wa say abronya mo ene ya fa omo echi omo ho nyina as a protectors and na yepe me catch say they are bandits wo MPs or what PPs any MPP government no mo go a bandit group from 60 to 80s they are very hungry, they don't care, they know the right things, so they know who to surround themselves with. In kwasiafo ombetimi sebi ombetimi protect you omomde omano omuti won say abronyo okasa niti ontimi niti connected with anybody. He has no control over his body. And this is what they are teaching your children onua wo hweme we na ye kire wo ma no ye say kan book no mu na hade o de moma ye nkan mu read inside or say akwala no chese onhu se changing sa ba ni body nim na otime fele so your ba na so ye be ma said the obe feel bi a chese orientation sex orient like what I say ye kire ne se said the wo be ko bia na hanso ehonso aye de ehonso eye nika eho ye nika te said the oba ne be ma eye ne sa ntu so fele sa onua ko hwehwe mu o no mo mama ka asem che they have group who stands against those things and no me nsa kan me email I am part away omo was ade no che say we are not telling say obi abrabo obo no enye all we are saying is say you don't impose it on anybody and Ghana unhu any organization almost stand up against what is not right according to traditions and according to the laws in Ghana and no na ye can say emema aye to say ma emema aye ema ena omotete Ghana. I'm trying to look for this email a me fracture they are movement e kuromu hanomo na so uni made bi moma memfa Dr. Sogah emra so na yenkomo no yento aso ene de na me prapra kwan mu ne enti a me fa camera e de see manimu no yenua Felix Kwaten Akwaba this is it dynasty Akwaba de ba fa wudi show yeso ene ye ba bedi nkomo afa yen yiedie hu anase self worth no eno na ye ba beto aso na me ne Dr. Sogah ya fa nkomo no de akọ baby esese ekone nti ene se wa be kan ye hu a just imprapremu welcome invite somebody mesrew wo we no so na share na like page no I'm also on YouTube into no oko YouTube na wako subscribe na wa like wa love sane ye be ya ye di bebre bi o hwa na ye di akofa backdoor na unsa etimi aka bi na adwuma na akoso Dr. Sogah nya akwa aba Dr. Sogah me internet no ye we some styles bi
yeah him I want to say
nyame adom o nyame adom
nyame ase
enen so ya san ba biom na
ade ache
biom
ai Ghana fo nyina mamu nyina aha emso momo ho de ade ya asa ko boss no nine ba ewi no nine fa o Ghana yo nti mamu nyina aha na mo amo ye fam ha nso mamu nyina ache da nyame ase so ama adipache na ensama akoso o Ghana de in fact o dwene ho a sana wodi kan na o kan just say ye mumai ama ye ho bio ye bumai ama nkrofo na abrofo na wo yo mo hihye e bae wo ene ye bumai na ama wo edi ye ho mfaso ebi say wo hwe no ma yakoso no ka koto say ye say oman bia my main can of brofuna for media battery. Was say every nation is reflected by the self-worth of its leaders and of her leaders and peoples of their personhood. I say, Obia oman bia no, wohwa oman bia na so wuti oman bi nka, oman nkoso no, ekire oman nkrofo a wo sa man mu no, wo motebia ane wo musuban a wo mukuta de bo wo mubra. Enti se wohwe said ya normal call Ghana no. As a nation no, we don't have any self-worth as a nation. Enti no normal course we out me say yankasa no amani a yen nananom de awo yen a wo mo de akyekyere ya man ansa na brofo no ba wo mo de bu man kama ansa na brofo no ba yen ya to atwene ani ya kwa akofa abrofo ensem hunu eno anafe de ayen de a ye di bu man enti wa wo hwɛ sɛ de obuo eni o man no enkontabuo eni o man no sadia yɛde ahoɔden de yɛ adwuma ma nkoso ba ɔman mu no ebi ni yɛ man Ghana mu bio enti ama sɛ obia ɛyɛ de ɔpɛ kyerɛ sɛ no akɔyɛ sɛ sika paper sika no ɛno na obia ni abre ho enti sɛ menya kwan obi ma me kwan na sɛ obi a wɔyɛ adwuma wɔ aban mu emma me kwan kakra bi na metumi de me ho bebata wo mu a ene sabi o se wo mu di nsem hunu kra se de mefoa wo mo so efi se ɛhɔ na me nso menya me kakra me dididie enti no yanwene oman ho yanwene obi a ho yan de a de be hye botom ne yadi bi no ɛno kwan ho ne yadwu enti o hwa Ghana sabi manu sesumi na so enkwasi asam nkwa me de pasa wo di sa example ne ba no pay yeah wo friend medics right away within a few minutes pepe mo ma be si ho a wo mo hwa wo ba if I didn't try if you said wo mo wo obuo so ehu sa self worth na ye ka no wo nim sa akoda bia ho wonfaso wo nipa bia ho wonfaso ma o man no so ehu enti no akoda sa BBC no so within a short minute na paramedics aba be duro fie ye te service akora no ne ho te san se bia ne ho ye e bia te bia otimo no anya ni bresam enti no akra ebetimi aye no ebetimi aye na afa bia adechi a na odina akọ doctor ho akọ na se emu odin a mo mama ne so pa hospital emergency nanso Ghana mesi busa se Ghana paramedics kra kro ben so no wo mu paramedics a o betimi atu sa na mo no yeah ba ku mienu bi pe asa oman nyina etwit mi hu se wo ma wo mu di eman so no wo mu nipa wo mu yen se ye sadia abrofo no emu yen se ye nipa no saa so na ye mpanyifo na wo mu abetena abrofo no tebia no wo mu oman fo so wo mu ye nipa adintre ebisa wo mu so no wo mu nye nipa wa bebu bi se kontrofi dwen se nipa asa no no so dwen se me so medi hene kontrofi so adwen se nipa asa no afa de me so metimi edi hene enti so wo hwa wo mo na wo mo tete so no wo mo nyina ya kontrofi for because wo ma adwen mu wo dwen se Ghana fo no wo mo nye nipa Ghana fo no wo mo ni adwen enti dia wo mo di ya Ghana fo ni nyina kire se yemfa obuo emma enipa adenti ne yemfa obuo emma enipa se mpanyifo na wo mo te so na wo mo buman no wo mo ankasa no wo mo ni ebuo emma wo mo ho self worth ni ebi ni ho enti yankoso o say self worth contributes to a healthy family life.
Meba, just give me 1 second.
Yo.
Very good. Mesere koso me pesa ni awu kan yi se ekuro ebe kire omo niam omo de tutu kwan mu na ebe chere nia ebe ya oma say
how you did this in.
Let's take opportunity to watch the self-love, self-worth na ye kano. Mami share Rita. Let's take opportunity share say oman eden tutu ye bi betutu kwan mu ama na abie aboa oman mufuo na ewo odo a omo wo masa oman no moma yenti we just a short video na yemfa menfa tutu nia Dr. Sogah epese e kire no. Mama me just a few way pe ade we will stop one na akwaya asem.
$50. You look at history. Who does this? Show me anybody else that has done this in 50 years. I'm waiting. Show them to me. This wasn't done by money. Money doesn't produce visions. Visions produce money. You've had leadership over here that were visionaries, great visionaries, and their vision was more about the people than the money, because you can't accomplish this in 50 years without loving your people first, because the people are the ones that's benefiting from this. Look at your health care. Look at your road system. Look at your highway system. Look at your airports. Who does this in 50 years? But who benefits? You're going to care about those people. It's something to be learned about what's been done over here that could be duplicated in the world, because there's people with this much money. You just don't have people with this much love for their people.
Oni a wo hwe nienti amede we fair no, we are talking about self-love, self-worth, self-worth. Se wonno wo ho a, se wonno wo ho a, Abu Dhabi, se wonno wo ho a, your brother Salvation is a peace Noah, or say Abu Dhabi, yeah, in order for you to be able to offer somebody something edimu no, aje wo do nipa no, se wonno na wa the phone na wo de ma no. Me see enda anopai a sign eniama yen ye behu e wa abrochime mu ma ye hu hawa esesanka onipa dasani anka yesi hwe ye ho fa no e na ema ye fa camera se de tusi ye nimo okamafo a oni Ghana enti na ye fa camera se yesi ye nim 1 year pepepe ni Mr. Sogah, Dr. Sogah ono me Dr. Sogah obi se me edify we ye pa in the beginning no na obi anka se wo panie we eye abodi nhwehwemu obi a until obetimi introduce yourself fresh na obi ehu nipa ban a wo ye ene wudwumadie ene wanimudie ne awunim ene ne a ope wo a ope se wo de che yesese wonni bibia untimi mfa hwenche eno nti na me yi video yi just for you to see say we are under service in Ghana. Na say ye kasa, it's not just because obi eni hwe ya no petutu say na meka kire obra be hwe ne ma egugu mo de ma men kampo Dr. Sogah mesraw obetimi ayi ho adi kakra kire ahwefo na omahu nipa ye ne no baby aye a metwe me wisdom ni fi mpa uchew.
Oh, yo me da se anti me dinde Kofi Sogah me brofu din ye Emmanuel. Actually, Emmanuel no kra nya brofu din Hebrew din. Just nyame ne yenwo. Kofi Sogah. Na ya wo me Ghana. Na me ba UK besua de. If UK na me ba US. Na me almost a missionary organization bi na ede me ba school. Enti me ba ya me sua missionary history. Na afi me sha se hu se enti nkrofo ya wo mobile cross no ade no wo be high and say ya wo de wo mo ensem aba be high adwene enti mu na me de yakodru anthropology and theology na anthropology no aboa me mamate enoma ase aboa me mamate ase se nipadua bia no wo hu wonfaso ya onyankopon oboa de nyankopon e de abowo a wo hyebra wo de aba wiase se brabe yebi wiase na ya ba no ya mase ye mane embefa o Yasna Yabano, or boy did Yabetua say, Yemay and Twa Yawayanoso. Enti anthropology no nipa abrabone na atiasie nhwehwemu said ye beboa ama nkoso aba nipa abrabo ene oman abrabo. Enti anthropology no ye mu different ye theological anthropology eno said ye nipadua no wone onyankopon eboybra efise ono ne yembofo. Enti se obi bibia obi manufacture bibia saa de no nipa kro ne din no da saa de no so. Enti se nipa no ye nyankopon ne din da ye so because ono no aboye. Enti eno no theological anthropology no efasa no ma no. Ana afi ye wo cultural anthropology se nipa no said ye de te ye mamu na ye kro so a ye timu man ya chechire emra ene amane ene kasa ye ka enoma ye a ekire se we say saa ekwan we so na ye fa ede boy embra ede chichire ye man ede tete ye nkola ede ware ede ye afekuo ede ye friends afekuo an na afi so ye de boama oman eyeye. Enti saa noma no ene fa no cultural anthropology eno akire no so abrofo de kakra de abeka ho no ene fa no political anthropology. Political anthropology no eno no eye kwan a amanfo efa so a ye de hihye embra edibu oman. Enti eno ho na me yemu ehwehwemu na nyankopon so abuama wama yenyansa ye de ti enoma ase a ye de bua ama ekuro ayeye. Enti so wo hwe abrochiman mu a archaeology, anthropology, history saa noma miensa we ayade a eboa pa ma yetimiti nipa abrabo ase. Enti ebi wo ho a yetimi ekotu efom oman bi wo ho a ese oman we se be efie be mpem ni nso saa man no ewu. Enti wo mutimi ye nkrofo timi ko ekotutu fom edi be afe be enum ansa na tutu fom saa na wo mahu se saa na nkrofo bi etna saa asase we so a wo mo noma wo mo ye se de wo mo si wo mo dan sebe atre a wo mo didi kura no yetimi ehu saa atre no edi deti hu saa atre we edi be 4000 years. Ya yes nhwehwemu no. Eti archaeologists and geological scientists sankrofo nyina ye ne omo nyina adwuma nhwehwemu ehu sade onipa abraboti na afi etime bua yen ma yenya enkoso. Enti eni tietie mu anu no.
Okay, yada say etiefo obi say is it Sabina Kuma or say I salute you Dr. Dr. Sogah, I salute you.
Thank you.
Way any animdia Ghana sabi yeni ewo Ghana ho nti obi ti say abronya ono otimi kyerɛkyerɛ ono otimi sorry in somebody be why I say you need expert to Ghana. Unfortunately, yen nurture wisdom, any knowledge to Ghana. Inti obi ti say Dr. Sogah wakodi abrochimemu no oye investigation ama abrofo. Ona oma abrofo kuro ekoyie. Nanso nyankopon yede nyame asese wakai ni kuro na emere biya no okọ back to Ghana. Okọ back na okọhwe abrofo ne ntro mu twitwaye omo okosho omo archives mu chese niama ya chiro ato ho na Dr. Sogah ono no ohwehwem na wahu se ye se na tuntum no din tuntum no kora ye de ato ye nso no se na tuntum na ya atemdidie o ai so obi aba ekure bi ase na wa ba ekuro na ase no omo ka kasa foforo omo ka poto kasa na omo kasa no wo wadane na ye poto. Saa ne eno ne yedi tuntum edi tuntum ba nti doctor nyankopon kyira say eja wure mfi wo man na emre nyina no ukofa bi na wo dia bekyere because these types of knowledge it is a vital for development. It is a must. Every individual must know this information. Sani ebeye bibi ba na se ebeye yen adesua ebeye yen problem da achia. These are the people that catches it. No ma chere aban ne say no, baby a we kono. When it comes to in education, omo de atoto ho ye. When it comes to healthcare, omo de atoto ho ye. Inti nyankopon bell onye late kura afe na wa beka ye ho. Yeah, my brother Ben, afe na wa beka ye ho nyankopon chira. Me da wa say, enti wo kan ye ho wa beka ye ho de ya no wa share. Afe kura na Dr. Sogah wa chire nia oye. Inti se wentie dia or say yes, this video is true pa. True pa, cause I am here in the capital city, Abu Dhabi. All leaders, what they think is future. I tell you, Doctor. Wait there. With the watcher near Western year, Osha Ghana. Is it a dear na Ghana for Osha with the self-care, self-love, self-worth, you know? And now you're twaso. What do you have for Ghana for? Will be almost sure yen see. Send your bear yebe to me. Asisa ya adwene ese yesesa na se ne ye na ese yesesa e ho no mesro
Number one, ya adwene yesesa. A Bible says you must renew your mind. You must transform your mind. Ya adwene no ese yesesa ya adwene no. A video na we Steve Martin. Harvey
yeah.
Harvey. Or say Harvey say, you know, vision is not money.
That's right.
Or money is not vision, but vision brings you money. So now Ghana for no, yedi bibia ayesika. Yedi bibia ayesika ntino ye munipa.
Yeah.
Now the interesting thing is that last week was make us say nipa dasini ye hu hia pa ema ewiase ayete no universe no nipa hu hia pa for the ongoing of the universe. And it's a way nipa nasa wumfa obuo emma uyonku nipa, you are distorting the balance of the universe.
You are distorting the balance of the universe. Mr. Mumma Minchile me wanka anka we o distort it. Not just say universe no ye de papa ena nyankopon na nanomo ewiem nature itself is pure. Na say o de ade bone o ye one ye de bone a o distort it say oh you are imbalancing, and as it said here emframa yes spray egum na nso atangum na wama emframa na ewo ho no e change nti I to say only no you are in wama only na ma universe no afede e ko ni say na achia eno ne brofo kese na papa yen doctor de to ho no wonti ase amachire chire omu fa impact yankoso
enti ehia pa say wiase na yetu no se ye de kronkron ye de papa ye ene de abo wiase no na ye nananom wo mo ato onipadua no din say nipa ni pa yoni a eye nipa enti no se wo nipa no wo ye ade a emfata se nipa ni che se wo nye nipa ana ye kan sa akra obi ye no mabone a emfata yes sa nipa okra onye nipa ana se obi a woyi ne ho asiwa oboa oye adwuma ya odwene nkrofo ho a oma nkwaso ba nipa brabo ye se asimase we de oye nipa pa so enti sa mentality we have it na ehia pa se ye de ya adwene eto ye nipadua so se nipa no ye hu hia enti na obo ade ebo ye enti se obo ade abo se nipa na se wunni wuhuni a wunye nipa ano de aye flat enti no onipa bia no ese wudi wuhuni na wo ho emma emfaso na wabrabo esiye if say obo ade na obo yen no obo yen se yemmeye nnepa na yendi yehuni na papa ye na odi abo wiase no enkoso na enso se ye nipadua no ye didi ensembone a ema ewiase no esei enti na Ghana ye nya nkoso no
Okay.
If you say yama nkrofo we ma bedada yen ama yafa adwenbone adwen a ense nipa na efei edi ebuman enti na ye man no enkoso enti na sa self worth no ehu hia pa.
Okay, enti bibi say no Ghana enti ye na tutu kwan we ya na say ene ye no na ama kwan no tutu saa no. How do we connect our actions to our Mefani say initiative? How do we connect any what is supposed to happen? Because said ya wokano, you say when we do bad things, we distort our actions, distort the universe. That means to say eniyama ye no enama eniyama tantan say yes eniyama tantan pa Ghana. So what party a time na bon pa you will find it in Africa in Krom bebre so. Ɛha no mo utimi kɔ mefa ne say Washington. Yes baby a Washington krampo. Dallas anase baby a abibifoɔ no ɔmaya disturb kakra because of enslavement no. Ɔmo maame no mo enya baby pant 90 drug mu no mo kokɔɔyɛ. Utimi hu sɛ ɛhɔ no saa ɛhɔ no ɛyɛ na graffitis wɔ hɔ paa. Nanso would you compare that to Ghana nea wohu sisi yi?
Dabi, but one who say enam said ya womo abrofo no ade ye yenkrofo na omde odum ba henti no woma say woma brabo enti no woma adwen no na meka na adwen sesan na ehia enti woma adwen no ama woma adi womo ho say womo sabio womo nya nipa enti womo ne ye no emfata nipa ene ye.
Okay.
Enti enam enusunti no womo babia womo te babia wode utukwa America nyina utukwa ko babia ye nkrofo ye nuanom ya womo emam nananom ebe asomfo ewo krom ha no ututukwa na wo hwe babia womo tete no a enye fe bebi wo kra sabi obroni kra no babia ne kraman da kra no efe sin babia ye nkrofo ye bi eda na yade a ya hometi bebre if you say but wo hwe Ghana nia ekoso no sabio ye ni slaves Ghana ye enne dan ye hweda enye slaves aye slaves slavery dey wo ho because ye economic slavery no dey da so Ghana if you say ye da so some abrofo no enti no nkrofo na wo mu bu mai sisi ya no wo ma ye middlemen for the abrofo.
Middleman.
My middleman for the abrofo. Enti wo ma fa master no ne mentality and wo mo dey oppress Ghana for. Ti wo mo mfa ho. The same way na abrofo de eba Ghana wo mo be ye no ma emfa ho no. Aya ye ho emfa wo mo ho. The same thing na ye mpanyifo no so wo mo dey ye sesi a ye Ghana fo ho emfa wo mo kra. Antisa enka obi se abronye ye ene nkrofo ya wo mokeka finance minister ena hwan usula owusu hawa kunsu ni sam nkrofo ya wo mo na kyerese wo mo na ebu man no wo de hwe wo mo adwen a ekuta wo enya adwen a kyerese wo mo wo odo ema wo man no so ho enya adwen a kyerese wo mo wo odo ema wo man enti no wo man kasa no enam se wo mu ni wo mu hu ni enti no wo mu ni obi ahuni an wo mo mra nipa so na si ehwa de ehia se Ghana yetumi sisan mfoni na wo de atoto kwan basa ne ade nyina ne nyina no is a reflection of the mindset of our leaders. It's a reflection of their attitude and the lack of self-worth na ye won. If you say contractor ye de adwuma ma say ye kwan we woni udwen say obeye kwan no odwen obi hu da bi sika na wo de be hye ni botom no ono ne ho no odwen onfa obi hu enti wo de asphalt ni gusu kakra bi pe wa wie esuo to ba ku mienu na kwan ni nyina asase onfa ho kra.
Okay.
Aninti sa mentality any attitude no ayekuta no no nyina create imbalance. Enti sa no na esisi nyina no is creating the imbalance of for our nation and for the life of our people.
Okay. So where do you think then, how do we then balance the nation's mindset? Because obi nso say the mindset of the people. Nipa no a omo ti kuromu ho no. Na ese say omo change omo adwene. How do we separate adwen sakra no ene nia ewo aban mu omo responsibility, aban responsibilities versus the adwene sakra of the average Ghanaian person? Because I think said there's a confusion between nia aban is responsible for and between what the average Ghanaian is responsible for. How do we balance this?
Yeah, no dey here the balance no. I say self-worth, and I mean, you can say self-worth. Na idea here, who ni pedua na say who say me a metiasi meti o man me your man ba no me mfa so ema o man no anything. And first, I say self-worth contributes to a healthy family life. Healthy families contribute to a healthy community. Healthy communities contribute to a healthy society and ultimately to a healthy nation and then an authentic governance. Ain't you know, ni yang who say in Fitiasena ni eka fix the country or because say fix yourself a yebufu ye no. Me try ho dwen ho na mse dabi. Yeah, asema waka no didi atem mum sa nipa ndo no o kan say didi atem say fix yourself. But fix yourself na waka no. Nyansa bi wo ma nipa sa nipa kron o kai kron ono kra won ti ase. Na nyansa na ewo sa asem no ene say si ni self-worth a ane yebeto ebekoso ato aba man krofo mu hu ni mfaso. The self-worth na ehia ma yen say yetimi hu say se obi eba say o jikopot na neto aba ma me se me di me hu ni a menye sa kopot no se me di me hu ni a mehwehwe ehunu say sa asimesi a opeso obebu man no ni suban te san oye nipa ben ni tebia te san ediem poten ye hwa sa nipa obetimi aye ama oman koso eno ho ne ebedwen ne ato aba ma nipa kro no nanso awe na enam say ye ni sa self-worth ni ntino obi de kapre be share nsa say to aba ma ne age kapre no ne akoto aba nti ye nyina ye corrupt anye wom leaders na wom wo ho no kwa leaders now womo edi anima womo ebu man no womo also is a reflection of who we are as a nation, individually and communally. So enti aso o man no esi enya adwensakra no ehia pa enti na me de say yes education way because ehia say yetumi aboa ema Ghana ye sisa ya adwene because Kwame Nkrumah wo ba krum ha no obehu sa no man enoma bi akwa Nkrumah suaye no menso mesua bi eno history ade a ehia papa ana sa political anthropology amekai Kwame Nkrumah esua political anthropology
no wonder
Chicago University of Chicago na babia Kwame Nkrumah etna ya wo Coast University of Chicago and ye fra Gold Coast Oba Chicago na Upsa say I want to go to Gold Coast. Ya do Oba ko. Na woni microphone to ho asikafo nko a. Because by bia na Kwame Nkrumah tie no na nkrofo ana womo ana ekuta slaves ni ade nti wa sheda akwakotena ho esuasua the way na san nkrofo no they were treating their slaves ni ade. Na sa time no na slave ni dey atwam but no mo mawa servants ni ade ewo fie. Na enna ni brilliance ya wodi esua ade enti no na ni sa area hon professors bi nso eti ho enti na wabaye popular enti wa mo friend no the guy from the Gold Coast enti through him no they named that place Gold Coast and it has become a famous place enti ehu hia pa say Ghana enhihye nanka yen nana ye papa Kwame Nkrumah edi aba Ghana no nanka ye nhihye eye papa nanso nkrofo bi a wo mu nni wo mu huni no wo mu ahihya me na yi na free ho said the bear wo mu friends say aproye ne nkataso no ebekoso wo mu pese wo mu beye abrofo no middleman.
Yes.
Enti JB Dankwanom ne Kufuado ne papa nom ne sankrofo nyina wo no wo pese wo mu continue sa middleman ideology no middleman leadership no ema abrofo no.
Okay.
Enti ase ye sign court ne yakofa yen abakosem yen amane a eboama ye dwene nipa ho amane a eboama ye hunu se nipa ho wonfaso entiti pa ye nananom ono omotiti ye womo manom ya ye mubinom yankopon adawroma ye free sa abanum ya ye hunu se nukredi eni ye mama se ye di nukredi ede buye man. Enti Ghana no ehia pa se education cry twi ye kan say enkyerɛkyerɛ si ye de enkyerɛkyerɛ emma Ghanafo ne ye hunu sɛ de Steve Harvey kai no enye sika ene edi buman edi nyansa eni adoye ene edi buman.
Yes.
Eno ena emma enkoso eba oman mu.
Yeah. Osha eha ekromu ha kora otimu se obia omo yakeka ye hu bom ena omo de bu man no otimu se enkrofo adoye even school mu this month like I said the omo esua kindness and caring akola ketekete obedu ne adulthood no nim se caring say ena wo ye no because they demonstrate not just a word omusua ho literature ne omusua ho atrotro. No, it is an action. So caring and caring me say caring and we it is an action. Inti ama ekromu ha no it said yes Steve Harvey kind of the same thing. This was not done by money. This was not done with money. It is a love. So would do unkrofua unya vision because a nipa and a vision iti so would wani to nipa so a uhu ade a ebe bu nipa no na eniema e wo nipa ne ho so ubehu because ni obo wo no or the hunhum bi ahya wonsa or the tumi bi ahya wonsa se ehu dwumaye die no ena sa wodi wani siso a uhu niama ema wonya vision na wanya sa vision no na watimi de accomplish o mission esse wo accomplish because se wugidi o wungidi obi na eba ho said the Dr. Sogah kano abodi nhwehwemu na wo Africa fuo mu ho a wonhwehwehwemu kura na wo si no a watena machines ho akọ afuom akọ soro ahwehwe abodi mu akọ tutututu ndompe akọ hwehwe aye ho measures was scrutiny ena omo analyze onukura giatum say ade bi wo ho. It is sometimes say na meka say Ghana no de we need knowledge ye hia adwene ye hia nyansa ye brother ba ko say it's arrogance that has engulfed the brain of some Ghanaians from the top down to the kenke cellar yampa from the top hono atu obi oton do kono krampo arrogant wo Ghana. Dr. Sogah mama bisa how do you think say Ghana for baby a yabedu ya yehu obia seems to know the problem. Obia seems to know the problem. You have identified it is which many, I mean, the answer is in front of all of us. How do we now effect? How do we now make that change, the necessary change in Ghana with what you've learned so far? How did this start? Obetimi a prescribe ama Ghana ni individually. Or show CCR.
Yo. Into Ghana ni bia individually. Here say number 1. Asemna Mr. Bensowa edit 200 and prepa sa arrogance ni die ekumuye na sa arrogance no ekumuye kire say and also part of symptoms and I say enhweso a ekire se obi ahye yen so se me hu nim faso enti se me hu nim faso a me so pese me ye bibi ekire wo se me hu won faso eno na de arrogance ne ba so and last be me ka say it is the syndrome of the oppressed. So the syndrome of the oppressed. Enti no say we obi a wadwene mu o hwe say ye tem bia no o ni ye e kire say we obi a wadwene enko animu efi say nhihyeso ene ye de ahya wo so saa amasinti wadwene no wuntimi anwene enko anim ye ni vision. So enti say tem bia no if you feel oppressed all the time no you are not thinking about how to develop yourself, you are thinking about survival. And to survival no, is from day to day to day to day to day. Given that, say said there be whether there is oppression or not, the here no say, utmi who say, no we nipa, nas nipa no, you have certain responsibility. Who assedie, yeah, a daw so as udi a bow bra. Now, what is assedie no ebo a bra pa. Ano babua ama wa bra bonso enkoso abawias. If you say, Rema make say minchiro. Ohwe Ghana and sorry aba Ghana no. Edo so saying schools are ewo Ghana.
Yes.
And sorry ewo Ghana no. Edo so saying schools ya ewo Ghana.
Yes.
Nanso hwe Ghana, hwe nkontompo kronobo nsemhunu a ewo Ghana despite sorry na aba. Na yadwene se yenya adwuma ne wakotena sorry dem abompaye no eno babuaye o rade bua maminya sika oboade ammo yen se yemma ne yemenya sika oboade abo yen se yembo ade oboade no wabo yen se yembo ade oti ase oboade wabo se yembo enti wo ti wiase na so wo de wo mmo bibia na sika nkwa na wodwen ho a ene je se wo ni wo ni the Creator created us to be creative. Wahu. And into no ehun hia. Na me se so asma okan no kre. Say see a jasa arrogance no. Na yedi obuo ema ye ho. If say wonni obuo ma wo ho a, wuntimi enya obuo ema obi. Na mame enkan bibi nkyerɛw. Note bi amachura to her. Or say the human person. Nipa no wone hwan nipa no we obi a obo ade abọ se bra asase so na bebo ade na we obi a obo ade a ene onipa bia nso hu behia if say ade a wo bo no wo bo ama wo yonku nipa nom sede be ya obi a benya enkoso na wo nso enya enkoso na yedwen se si e bompire na Nyankopon asesa na dwen se oh ejuetia bompire o so hia wenti ma menye ma no da bi bibia ye hia bia obo ade no ahyehye ato ho dedadadadada bibia ye hia bia obo ade no wabo ato wiem ya eda ho dedadadada na ya brabo sadia ye boy en bra sadia ye ni ye tebia ene ye mbofo tebia etie no eno ene bue kwan ema ade a ye hia bia no ye saka ana chiro kronkron mu ontini papa ya ye freno Petro ana Peter wa chiro se obo ade ama ye bibia ye hia se ye bobrapa anya afi ne yakwa ko bisa ne se ye hia we ye hia de ye hia nyina no wa mai ni nyina se ye mobrapa nanso enam nkontompo katasosha aproye entino ane nukredi a ye ni entino sa noma no eso akata ye nhunu eso akata emma yensem nti se ya sha se edi ehuni a akwan bibie ama die a yehia nyinaa so ebeba yakwan. Now, also the definition of a human person, and it's saying genuine humanity is found in humility. Na wɔyɛn kasa mu no yɛnni saa equivalence na borɔfo kasa mu no wɔhwɛ kasasɛm no word kasasɛm humanity, humility. Or say humility and humanity are like twins bound together. Without humility, there is no humanity. Without humanity, there is no humility. Now, kasasem human no, every kasasem I say a day humus. Now, kasano oshe humus a day any humus. Humus. Humus, asasepa, fertile soil. Fertile soil on which life grows. Enti efisa fertile soil no ane ade aboyen. Chiro kronkron no se asase endatie ane ade aboyen. Enti sa kasasem humus no eno ane yede amayen yedin say human. Because ye enotepa eboa ema enkwa eba. It is a soil on which life grows. Enti we nipa na se wo uhu inni mfaso ma obi a then wonye nipa.
Okay. Na Dr. Sogah ni an wo explain nyina onua se wo hwe yen a mesrew share video no na obi nso ensanka every Saturday. Mene Dr. Sogah oye anthropologist ene ese wo ha beginning na wa kirechiremu mesrew ne okan no aida se onhwehwe abode enhwehwemu a ye nkoso nipa dasani anhwehwemu eniema bi a se oboroni pese ohu answer to a certain things said the tete no na obroni fo say ye ntuntumfo no ye ne mmoa na omode toto ye ho eno nti no na omofo say ye nim nyansa no it took an anthropologist or mefa ne say science omo ehwehwe abodie mu ehwehwe onipa dasani ne ban ene ne su omo hwehwe mu no mo ko be prove ye say na ye nyina ye nipa ye nyina ye wo the same sense of way e wo ye ntirimu we are the same moja na eto e wo ye mu no eno bi na e wa abrofo mu ansa na mo gi ye ntumu eno bi na ye papa Sogah eno bi sa nwumedie no na odi eno nti every Saturday bia ye amene ne betena ye hwehwe eniema a ne enti eniema nkoyie maganafo ne enti aye bre sabi ne enti aye mpanfo omomfa ho esan odo obroni edi sa niama we nyina toto niama ho edi emra eba ema ne beboa nipa when it comes to bully say nia Dr. Sogah kan ye about nia oye arrogant ye nia yaje ne fa ho dia na yedi natemu agana want to be ten ho a obedi watemu anto wonso opie kwa abonte a opese okodi obi so. That is the report. Like, I mean, there's no other explanation. Almost explaining here. When you go, most bullies, they are experiencing a form of some abuse, baby. So they feel less of powerful. They feel less. So to be able to address it, obroni anase developed world, almost onipesu. Omosha ne ohia onip ne ehia nipa ena omode social niamaniama bi be wurewure schools mu se ne be om be sisa de na no ma akola bi ankofele lesser than akola bi enti eno bi na ye ka no ye de ne de ye de rampan diem ena ye de akowura baabi a ye bu oman buo mu ena yama impanfo ye nkola wo ho bullies ena omudi yenso wo kromu ho omo a they feel less somehow And the only way they will feel powerful is to be a bully to somebody. And no na ye can say wonni do a eniama wo yama nipa ni nyina etan. Wo hwa Ghana yen kwan a e kire otan every yen omo a omo bu man no e kire se omo tan nipa. Hey, wo hwa yen hospital kire se wo pain no otan. Hey, ohene kura esi apakan. So this is a language of hate. Emma osisi obi abeti so. This means say ne ho ono no ye nipa sene. These are the psychological ways of how yen payfo no psychologically omuma wo hu say won so wundi mu enti wo nipa sa no se wonya kwan koche ba bia won so nia wo ye ne say won so ma obi abrabo ye ne miserable atem didie ene yawdie na ye de ewura wo mu no won so wo koye the same thing. Eno nti ye duplicate hate. Ghana ye duplicate hate. Ye be then ye di way akọ school mu. Ye say kroma ye say catch them young. Akola ketekete nim. Enano me be remi dem wa India ni bi en ka asem bi e kire ne ba. Na kuresi ni Mavis na enye se me ye kuresi ni nso na e kasa na okan na ye mesere keke. Ena me kwa akosere. Be hwe me baketua we hwe manim styles bi ka kire me say that is so mean. Why are you laughing? Akola ketu o ka kire me say why am I laughing? So what you say? Ya kire ne say yen siri obi. Me so de ya de Ghana tantan no na kire hye ma se kakra nsa na me ba ha ntinu kakra bi hye ho. Obodamfo anani atekura ate say enye ne odi behunahuna nkola o. E na ye hye yen ho ne ye nyina ye wo wo yen ho. So this is what Dr. Sogah is talking to us about each and every Saturday. Minua Fabi free mu yam papa yeboa yam brother yeboa say the main religion yenim baby a yam fan ko share. You see, our problem is that we don't know our problem. Yenim yam problem ni aye kan say what has it got to do with religion, Papa? Dr. Sogah, how is religion being part of human being had to do with love, Mr. Which religion teaches hate? Dr. Sogah, Usha ekromu ha, ubetimi a chire yen, ekromu a enhyehyeye da ha. Mene atheist ye juma. Mene Jewish ni ye juma. Mene Buddhist ni ye juma. Mene Sikh ni ye juma. Mene why? Chese omu jiji niama bebredi. Eye juma me ye sure say Dr. Sogah unso ni bi hia pa. Mesrew otan wa ha.
Oh, otan de ebi wo ha. Not but wo hwa sadia obi edi mfoni bi ema na memre bi. Na wo hwa sa mfoni no a o de abrofo nkola ene ebibifo nkola edi aye ntutu ho. Ya, wo hwa abrofo nkola no wo mu di agro, wo mu esresre ene wo mu bare wo mu ho. Na so wo hwa ebibifo nkola na wo mu bro yen ho, wo fa bo to abo ninua ni ya chasenti utumi hu se ensuniye eda abrofo nkola no ene ebibifo nkola no. Na mebusa se wo de sanomai atutu ho na wo bisa se enti Ghana for instance ya say ye nim nyamesum enti nam ka se sorry address wo Ghana no sorry address wo Ghana sin schools nanso wo hwe ye suban a enkire se ye gye nyame credit nanso nipa a onyankopon aboyen oboade na wa boyen no odi ni sunsum ene de aboyen ahome ono ane home agu yen mu enunti na ama onipa desani bia awo atenka se mewo obi a osene me mewo oboade a obo me o mewo oboade a se mesum no. Enti we say the human person is a religious being. So anensin se onipa dua bia no nyamesum ana nyamesuro ewo mu. Na se ye de abrabofon ana eboyen bra emma se sa nyamesuro no efi ho ana se so kata ana obroni Edia Medin, so one person will be Nyamia Simti say conscience. So we have a conscience. Now, our conscience, no, and no na ukoye bibia, one kasa on wutimi who said, Sadia me, and yet, and so Ghana for ye be bua faswaye because me nwene adoye ho. Me dwene se me nkoko buobi na enye mankasa emfaso emmame. Enti Ghana no ye religious idea na ye nananom titite no mukuta no is part of our culture. Said ye de boy and bra. Enti se krum ha bia e fan se wo kwa sorry anu akwa koye nyamesom wo ho. Wo fi sorry ba na afi abeye social life. So enti krum ha na say there's a difference between public life and personal life or private life. Now, private life, no, do your religion in your private life, but don't bring religion into your public life. Second, the crumble idea.
Yeah.
And you know, one more I side division. No. Now, yang be before no, ya bra bono, we cannot split ourselves into two with private life and public life.
Yeah.
Now, so yes, abrofo one more dichotomy. Ya chim. Nipadua no wusuban no yachim ya wo ukokua mu suban ena abontenso suban private and public life. So enti no ekrom ha no public life no yenka nyamesam awo ho. But private life no obetumi akọ enti o ma ye dichotomy. Enti dichotomy na o ma ye no say public life, no, we don't talk about religion. We don't talk into Ghana politicians who could count religion and say, hey, we don't discuss religion.
Oh, almost starting.
Oh, Ghana. Okay. Who could come and say you are talking about theocracy?
Oh.
Maybe a few years ago, no, your friend is saying, Rollins few so crown at Tamils and Simesi, John Mahama ba so first at Tamils who ya or no year vice president obey Anna me throw a memorandum 10-page memorandum and I'm the comma the then minister of anyway and yeah me the fawobiso and the command and any car said constitution na yekuta no constitution no it is so much say yen amani ana nyamesro wo mu no it doesn't reflect it enti no as I say womo ehwe constitution no na womo ye ho bibi na womo amend the constitution na yen amani Ghana amani a nyamesro wo mu no yemfa nka ho. Now, so Nam say, Womo Asian abrofono public domain democracy nintino. Womo they said there's a separation of church and state. Is there in the constitution? Almost separated.
Yeah, there is a separation of church. Yeah.
Separation of church and state. But no, it is a way to deceive the public. Say, Memfanya mesum emma amayumbumu. That's what they're trying to say.
Yeah, because Dr. Sogah,
yeah,
because say, isn't it what is bringing the divisions and all those things? One nyami bi hu say, isn't there peace where we all understand say yes some nyame our say or say yan chema e chamre no dua na ono abehu ni anwa papa no and na yama na ye struggle obi bisa say me say why is it that when Ghanaian Muslim or Christian travel abroad they don't go to church? Is it the religion or it is the way by which the one who has, because the weapon timiko di wrong person, sir? Is it the way of the corruption? I finding a way trickled into every sector of Ghana, and I said the religion itself. Because me, I am finding it still difficult to say ubetimi impose from tete obi ntimi nye. First say the way understanding of languages are different. Obi koto and because when you read the Bible or say what jimedi wa ma for sikafo wa ma for one year omo they rejected. Ofa me so say ni say media ma fa ho no. So ofo say obe hu nyame direct dey ene ekone hwe. Why am I coming to argue with you? Is it the corruption or the religion itself?
Anya religion ana eha Ghana. Aya corruption no ana eha Ghana na ma menkyere mu. Christosum na abrofo ne baaye no. Anya Christosum. It's not Christianity. In Fisasa me catch say missionary congregation and a deme about school, some me de. Now me buy me sha say me sua and me yes I want to go deep into church history, Christian history. And I'm doing who say one more first say woman na di Christosum ebre yen African. Na Christosum no na wo Africa the cross and the Elko Rome and sana Elko Europe. In the very first century, no, na nientia Christosum no di Africa mu and they say now our way of life no was very conversant with the Christian values, with the Christian message. Wahu na tete no na Africa ya brabo amania ye kutamu a ye nananom ede bobra ede tete yen ede chichire oman no na ene Christian message no na it aligned very well. Entino kind Acts of the Apostles krana na Paul ne nkrofo na ekuma Christofo no ehe no mudwane koy they all ran to Egypt, Alexandria, to Carthage, to Cyrene, which is all in Africa, northern part of Africa. Nti eho yakase Christosuma Christianity was developed in Africa before it went to Europe. So na agudi ani ewo ya abrofo ni abre ho a omo de nkramofo because nkramofo no na they were nomads and they were wild nomads. Nomad ni just say omo ni baby a omo tu omo nana I said fulani for no yeah exactly fulani for omo nana omo nikro na omo nana na afi nso no omo ede sekani ade nanenam ntino akoko no na ewo womumu pa na enam sika na yenyewo ewo yasase so yeman so ntino ana womu abehye yen so enti amasa Christosum no etu etwa ana omde nkramosom ade abe afua so yeah enti we the whole of North Africa ne Northeast Africa is all Muslim because of that and I'm innocent na yankrofo no Ghana no ewefo ne gafo no ne ayifo womo na akanfo no na akanfo no they were in the region of Babiane Congo ewo na ewefo ne gafo no nyana no womo ne dahomefo no na womo ewo Egypt area ho enti enam sa enoma ya nkramofo ne ha adwene they started to migrate back into where we are now. And now ya brabo as nipano na Christosum nyamesom aka ya mania ho a yede eboy embra.
Okay.
Na abrofono corrupt version of Christianity na omode ba well ya omode colonialism ba omode Christosum edia akata so akwasa oketra wani bi tuntum di fita atwa no. So ano na yen ya fa se eye Christosum ana enne ye de titin sorry a asai ye man aye no basa.
Okay, mami bisa asem obi bisa asem bi say a religion is a problem in Africa. It's how they go about it. How many Ghanaians go to church? Mami me bisa biom say is it because the country is corrupt to the point where it's not churches? You see, because the country is busy. Which church is open 24 hours? There's no church open 24 hours. Papa, yeah, boy. There's no church open 24 hours. It may be said, it is the business on the ground, which is a com or time. It is the business on the ground, not the religion. Religion is the brainwash. I am very sorry. Yes, but they are using religion. I said the Baumia ebetu nyomu bisansa de na ube ya magana for or see this for by yes or problem amount. Religion is the easiest way, just like wo pese politician a promise wajia tum se or see oba be yesika oba be ma dokuna be ye 50 pesuase oba be ye wosika inso yeti ohia kan we one victory one dam one agenda 111 agenda 100 way 80 wait, isn't it the same promises in the church? No, because
Mame, one example. Share Africa, Libya was one of the most prosperous and advanced countries in all of Africa. Now, Papa no, oyen kremoni, but Mameka se mincho. Nina nanum no mo nyan kramofo, na nina nanum eya Christopher. So na but amanie womo amanie na yede atete womo no ebi na aka ntia ono obedi so as omampanyin no ana oye se da bi me nkrofo hu ehia oman enya media e me nkrofo dia enti dia meye a abema enkoso ene ahoto aba mikroso no eno na esese meye enti no wamfa abrofo democracy no anya adwuma so hu ode nyansa onya free ni nananom ne papa no ne nanam ho no ana ode ebuma enti edru ebra Gaddafi because me anti bi nso akotena Libya na okase osi Libya no obia ni ho a odi hia e wo Libya osi wo yare a wo call hospital we a wo kan say wo yare a wo frɛ ambulance no wo mo aba na sa ade no na wo Libya bebre obia ni ho a oso mpese mi ko school a o ebeka sisi kenti minti ko school ye hwe ma wo ko school obia ni ho obeka say o ma wie school so minye adwuma anye ye aboa aban no ema wodwuma ma wo ye etua wo ka obia ni ho obeka say o minifie meda street so obia wo fie ya wotimu na o man no Libya man no na enyankoso na waye na adwen so se na Gaddafi so waye na adwen se onyankopon wa boye no wa mama asade se mi bu mi man enti mi bu mi man se me nya som tiniyo I am ruling my country as my way to worship God so enti no wo hwe kwan a odi akyekyere ne man a na Libya na hoto enti na Ghana fo bebre na obi akọ Libya so na abrofo no wo mpe na asem adentra because some who say the way akwai esibu ne man no say yanhwe a obaba be ha ya adwen we say yanhwe a obama say ye nyankoso enti engo a na ewo man so ya woton no onton enje sika wase da bi pesa woto engo mengo a fe sika kokko betongo nti o the gold and a trade not in dollars into also on per dollar or he doesn't want to work with paper money. Saddam Hussein no so asha say yes sir. Saddam Hussein so wokoto oil trade with gold. I'm not taking your dollars. So international US for Europe for no more person crofo me na sem krada especially Gaddafi. So na so Gaddafi no say odini nyame som ene de abuman ana man no nyankoso a amma say ni nkrofo enya hoto hwe Dubai omo ye Muslims omo so ehunu say o man be bia ho wonfa so enti ase ya chichiri ye man na o man no enya nkoso Abu Dhabi the same thing so na enti ye ka say religion na say ye man it's not religion
Ehona me pese wo cheche mu because woni nia na me pese me kan say enne yen IGP no osofo na etimi arresting and as IGP na etimi arrest osofo which who is corrupting who no enkofo I so like and I don't blame people but let's think deeper why na etimi arrest why na corrupt who wo politician no bro ni nhihye no and on to me answer questions way financial needs on to me answer social needs on to me answer economically while failing and after so when it comes to politically they are weak or no odibo ni no nhihye no so me sitete no omo di tuo ehihye wo nananafo bi nsa and yama omo whiskey na broni ni num ni bi and yama ne cigarette nso na tua nano and yama ni tuo which is the institution that we have in Parliament House, no, that was the power they've given to people. No, Sanya Beya said, would Johnny free camp one, wouldn't you the two bebo? Wouldn't you? And na omodi two nation and sase fabono. And na yen many mu being so crampono. Not they have no choice but to compete among themselves. Ni oni slave master and kwakoda. Ye repubi. Ama for ne ken. It has done something psychologically among the blacks. Now, won't now one person now they blame wrong people, blame wrong things. The politicians no was sorry so to me. A kromuha, Nietia, the mamma Nietia brofu kromuha. Sorry, I Papa, do you think say anything that happened under the sun is new? Darby. Documentaries upon documentaries, sir.
Sir, we have to know it rotates.
Thank you.
History rotates.
Yeah. It's obinim. Nebi wokurum ha. Mo papa we asofofo amu mo kuruma no. Wo Ghana no. Nebi wokurum ha. But this is what the FBI omo ye. Ejuma omo di ye ni. Omo sete omo investigators undercovers. And after so they were sa brainwash omo de law omo de mara menim Ghana ni akola bi cross of ko dware no ye ko gu asore no wa unnim memman kan tinka menim na no mo ko hwehwe wa asore ho e wo ye chiri ya memman police ni am abubo any radio sa abubo mo ho mo di si asore dem ho no menua stop about the church and don't stop persecuting the church. Said na Steve no way na Paul no won't stop persecuting the church because politicians knows exactly what they are doing, allowing these churches in Ghana to operate. I'm telling you. Omunim say asore no rano or asore ma. So when Jimmy vote. Do you think your politician wants you to be wise? Never. Or baby I would tonight sorry. It is your politician and paying for na because kromwa omutugu so papa ba akubi or ye wealthy amojijin bronio kromwa America when they were interviewed they couldn't FBI for they couldn't believe this is happening right under their noses in the 90s. This is not in the 60s so in the 90s omuko ready akwana sore hono na wa brainwash wa indoctrinate omo and na wa odi weapons. When you say no, the weapons are na sorry money be. And now we see buying a hands no or tons aseno. Unso mo papa no assassin na wakoto we fuo mu baby. And now why indoctrinate no one more marginous or no ye Jesus. Only I wish me, Papa. It is not the church. It is your rules, your lawless countries, and only law, only pemra. And na ya corrupt or so for your corrupt politician corrupt. No person or di or so for nature is corrupt. No person or di politician nature is corrupt. Over 2 ma corrupt MP no. Se see I sign babe yet another mistake. Dr. Sogah.
Maminka se minchro. One of the reasons abrofuno omo ba ya no omo slavery ni ade afa ka se slavery ye nya no. Ade ba ko a wo mahu ni say before no ye wonya misro awoyemu enti no womo de missionary no e de agbata colonial agenda no ho ana womo de aba so enti sa mentality no e wo ho say ye no ye nya misro fo enti no
omo bana so omo de nyamesom kakra abata ho a yebegye atum. And that was what happened. Now if you say Akufo-Addo oba I sesanko obu on my panel, and then we also be cathedral. Because na adwin mu no onim say Ghana fo no yepe nyamesom. Na nti say cathedral no so de no asa agenda no be si ho a yebegye atum. Ampanso wo say sorry mpanyifo mo nyina obia edi nachi sabi o omu my papa nso mo nyina edi nachi because obesi cathedral. And what we say sa mindset na abrofo no edi aba no omo agye atum no madane middleman and omo dey say yaman antisa enka ene wo hwe Ghana ye media platformer hwe sabio ensamfo a ekoso media so ewo Ghana ya obi etimi beji etimi betena media so kansem hunu na amafo efo aso if you say ye nananom nyamesuma na emmase yewo obuo emma nipadua ya yewo suroma nyame na yema suroma enhihyeya eda ya brabon no ya to ni nyina atwene enti no ehia se yetimi ehu se enye religion mpamocho musia de enye religion ana asai Ghana because onipadua bia no you are a religious person whether you like it or not. So maybe me the infantu etu hu se wo akola na se obi kra be fa akola ni fi winchan a wo kosuru ba form akola no wo ye ne maame wo yem wo na wo di ne ba wiase enti that relationship na wo between you and that child that's why I say akola ni winchan nye na wo na wo tete no but that relationship mother daughter relationship no is there. It is a form of religion. Enti the fact say your the relationship between us human beings and our creator is what we call religion because there is a certain obligation bi ohwa asade bi ohwa eda yen any yambofo entemasi ediso eno ena ye friend of religion. Okay, and yeah, and preaching, that is not religion. See, a car religion, amania. It is the amania between us and our God. That is religion. And so amania no, when she say ya edaho, ya anuntina make us say, if we are seeing yankopon abono, or the adoye any training and abo, if we are seeing na yen. Wa boy no ye wo asadi asese ye de boy and bra ewo ewiase enti sa religious commitment and obligation no eno ena ye de boy and bra as creatures of a creator said ya oba bia wo fia wo asadi a esese wo de boy bra ya efa obu a wo de ma wo fo ho enti that relationship between that obligation yeah obligation that you have as a child towards your parents, whether you like it or not, it is there and you have to fulfill it because you have been brought forth by them. So okay. It's a natural order. Religion is a natural cultural tenet that we have to follow. It will be it was a religion that is spoiling. You don't understand what religion is.
Yeah.
But Christianity now, fake Christianity now, brofono ediabano, and that is not religion. It is okay. It is an ideology. So it is an ideology. Last May and huma be a mitro researcher, part of researcher me the trial. Let me find you. We talk about the mystery of our creation. Germany so phobia a friend of Dr. Karl Rahner, and what investigation. And to me, investigation, cultural investigation. Ye nyame somni adeno. and I'm research I'm here and I'm publish here. And name me personal copy any. Or say Karana's Theology of Mystery in Dialogue with West African Theology of Religious Experience. West African Theology of Religious Experience. Now, religious experience, and it said, Onipedua bia yawo ato from a wiase no. Wunyini no, na unya atenka bi o mu se me nipa ya me wa asade se me bo obra e wo kwan bi so. Enti saa kwan na se me de bo bra no, ma wofo na titi me wo saa kwan no so, na matimi abenyini ayepanyimpa abobra esese me bo ansa na me fi wiase ha.
Okay.
That is religion.
Okay.
Sa no ya ba manfo etiti asore ne that has nothing to do with religion.
Okay.
Okay. Yenya santi asiye.
Yeah. Obi onia nia confirm what you are just saying no. Omo si omo konsori. Onkwa sori onyi nyame ndi nso osoro bibi. Onyi nyame ni o se oye common sense. Ono nti ase e na ode ti wiase ne nyansa na nimudie ne ne tumi so ono ne nipa no nso osoro bibi. Debia obete yese makob dime iti hefa na wo call ye and what is your source? So everybody is afraid of somebody. Everybody is afraid of somebody. Hono na me no eno na mami who say we are under something and something is above us and a bribin so and yeah because say a no your last breath ni osi onyi nyame ndi korano or call for bribi. Na
yes.
Sa dekode no and na nipa dasani as being as we are still searching. Some of you will never find it until on your way out. Ebu oha adekode a ohwehwe on your way to the exit na obehu. Ebi nso hu odura punu no mu anani akoda ho because ne kra na kuma ne ewo ne tim nia nananom enanom be kirekirade bi mu you think I answer but it is a real story. Dr. Sogah, I think say we today we have had a lot of meat and an ingredients for this body, soul and mind from you, and I will say thank you. Or say Bill Carl can or say I respectfully disagree with that, but what address it or no? Because it is the a political diversion to escape blame and responsibility. You see, everybody is trying to hide behind something. Said the Okan finance minister, for example, always pray and quote the Bible, but the most corrupt individual, but they do it to persuade. Said the Osofo no te dem hona. Hey, Papa, say make the story say betena ha say me ka kira brojman mu ha. Adada afo asofofo pa omugu ha, obi oho a ote kiosk mu, oba bi be fa ne ba kromu a, say me ka story na kire wo a wo be fe Ghana fo. Kai. Ye hey. Just say Papa, yen suban nya fe. Yen suban enya fe. Dr. Sogah, do you think we are ready to choose for our next president to Ghana? Because many people are confused between a leader and
no crazy. Ghanaians are not ready to make a wise choice of leadership. Ghanaians are not ready. Because even the way a man for a junior a man for team even up to today, they are not really ready to make a wise choice of a leader. And now you cut third force. The third force, here said a movement has started to bring about change. But some more cut change say yes, a similar way. Obi saw the coffee quarantine, and Obi saw what the woman we don't learn, and only Ghana arrogance na I agree. If so be away arrogant, they don't want to learn.
Yes.
So woman feel said woman bibia ain't but unfortunately Nyamiasem can say, the lack of knowledge has caused my people to perish due to lack of knowledge and wisdom. That the here say Ghana, yade ya adwene eto ahobrasye humility no ehia papa. I see a prayer and one say, you're desperate at this point. Ghana, there's a lot of desperation at this point. Now, when you are desperate, you tend to make desperate decisions and that brings desperate consequences. So, ain't you know, many Americans say, and normal echoes Ghana no see, but here say, third force na abano. Third force should focus on renovating the system. You should focus on, last make I say, young ones na abanwa. Womo who said there been penifonu ACCN. Say womo real system no mo. Do primary sir. They should stand for election. Now they should go and stand for election and vote out all the corrupt ones in the system. So and then renew the system, because who can say who jaiwe na wa start bibia eno na high projects bebrebe mahama ayesi ho billions of dollars of oil refinery ayank womu si wa exima womo jai esi ho up to now say billions of dollars say, because we are NDC and we are MPP. And into third force be do so and in here because third force MPP for because say whatever the third force name is, and I NDC for and we need to stop that. Now system now we already have a political foundation. It may not be perfect, but we can renovate it and make it perfect. And you know, young ones now ban woman I person woman run your umujidi say we can run. That's what primaries are for. Primaries, you know, I know your community elections of individuals who want to stand for parliamentary elections. And you know, go and run for the primary elections. Vote out all the corrupt old men in there. Exactly. And then stand for election for the national elections. Because the president, you know, say yes or MPP or NDC, or it doesn't matter. The president, you know, who said, my ministers and parliamentarians are very solid. Then it also helps to educate the president to do what he needs to do. To do
the right thing.
But so will boycott the whole system and start a new system. You will fail.
Yes.
Because Nipano, there is always the tendency of corruption in us.
In us.
And you know, who feels your money, but in the end, you know, you see that you have become even more corrupt. The same problem. And here we are, Akufuado, because near first corruption was now Akufuado and Baba sa corruption, and never or no, you're trying to say the mother serpent of corruption, Ankasa. So, and you know, me in all my studies, now democracy, I share Japan, and America say religion has nothing to do with governance. I mean, a democracy, you know, that is not a genuine governance. Because other authentic governance in history, it has nothing to do with the political democracy and the American or European form of a democracy. It is not the right way of governance because it invites corruption. Japan doesn't use democracy. They have their own system of governance based on their religious values, their cultural and traditional values, which is called Shinto. So, and that is their way of governance. China, they don't, you're from you're communist, but they have a system called meritocracy. And some meritocracy, it is part of their tradition. Say, yetiteo na yamao asadia enti yehwe sadia wodi asadia so a na yamao so call the next stage yehwe sadia we na yamao so call the next stage and na friend the meritocracy system no ano ana na omudi adwuma enti different governance systems in the country nature say traditional values are very important for good governance. Intermediate kakra mekan say your political system, we have to renew it, we have to change it and bring in good cultural and traditional values to remodel our governance system in Ghana.
Okay. Obi say the definition of religion is flawed, confusing culture with religion. Check the dictionary. Brofokasa, Papa.
Manafo, Obroni na choose that dictionary, no? What?
Yeah.
I am telling you, say, Obroni na choose that dictionary, no? Na uko titia maniemo, you will see, say, the human person is a religious person, so you can't separate yourself from religion. Culture and religion are intertwined.
I was gonna say that. Yeah. We usha Jew for even let's study the Judaism for anyone more the Anglican. It also say when this guy, when he divorced in the Roman Catholic now,
Henry VIII.
yes, our person worry now obey Anglican and answer we do you think that the religion is that a culture or religion? You see, the culture, people are cultured based on the way they live, which is religious too. Their souls and their so you see, it is a language, and if you don't know how to manipulate English language, you'll be confused and not know the basis of the word, where it came from. I had to say the pharmaceutical it come from my friend a sorcerer, which is from the Greek side, you know. Until say idea they hypnotize you. Now say ofo say it is the same thing. Say wako odinsini ho. It is said the wako odinsini ho. Iti opacho odinsini ni pharmacy the same and the same, but it is a word which is the same action, the same anamotuo. What you have to do to get your tipayano, to be manipulated, so your mind can be off where a tipayano is, but not necessarily getting rid of a tipayano. It is the same thing. Said the wako odinsini ho. Nyankopon shiraw language and language 101. And I yesua wa me de brofo no ye de brome nti ye anam pese mesua mu ye na matiase ye nya sa wonte word ase a wonte ase ye. Why? Because culture no broni onim culture religion tribe kora onim adekode ye moa na ye di susu mu nti papa ye bo a
nyam pese me culture to me de ma Mr. Yebo ani say hwe enye bibia ye be kind of brofuka selmu no na ye no kre. Because it goes back into ancient traditions of language, of idiomatic expressions, of how people live and communicate and govern themselves. Into Noma Bibra, a walk brofukasam, sir, Oka, and yet brofon kwana kasa woriasi. That's one thing. Because Sameko Japanese traditional, one dictionary, one more definition of religion is different from the definition that you see in English.
Yeah.
So me call Indian, native Indian for one more kasamua, one more definition of religion is different from Brofukasa definition now. So and then say Bruni said, this is my definition of religion. That is the real definition of religion. No. Because of Brunino, Nyansana, Yan Nanum Ekutano, and Yan no one I dream. A woman said, and Trochona, Watchron, Abuayan, Ama, Yahu, Nimidia, but Sanim Diano so Abuami, Ama Massa Comechi, I confirm say, and no maybe Bria, Woma Trochrono, and Yano crack.
Yeah, and now spiritual and religion. Spiritual and religion is, Mr. You can't separate them because Mamika says spirit.
You can't separate it. You can't separate it, Bill. You see, again, that is the mistake that we all keep making. Yeah. We are taking all these European mentalities. No, you are a spiritual being, and a spiritual being, you are a religious being.
Person.
You can't separate that.
Yeah, a spirit is when
you are created by a God. You are created by a creator who has endowed you spiritually. So you can't separate religion from spirituality. They are one and the same. Religion, our culture is a religious culture as human beings from ancient times.
And now we
religion
and spirit. No. Religion and spirit is like say a commodore now where did one is the food, but when you eat, it quenches it actually fills you up. Although you may not necessarily want to eat. So religion and spirit, Papa, go back to the original words of how things are used, and you would probably like, you know.
And I say religion. Number one, we are religious beings. I want to explain something for them to understand. We are religious beings. Okay? The way in which we express our relationship with God and each other is our spirituality. The norms and the tenets that govern our way of life as religious beings is our culture. Culture comes from an ancient Greek word, to cultura. That means to cultivate, to create. That's where the word agriculture comes from. Agriculture means cultivate the earth. Agri, from the Greek word agro, means the earth. Agriculture is to cultivate the earth. So traditional culture is how you cultivate your way of life and the tenets and norms that govern your way of life. Okay. And as spiritual beings, as religious beings, the way you express yourself and your relationship between your creator and your fellow human beings is what we call spirituality.
Yeah. And one of them is the process. One of them is the end result. Just like we were not created, you are birthed. The process of creation is through birth. Language is so important. And that language you are language, number one. The process of creation is through birth. So birth becomes the action of creation. There's a big difference, Papa. So that is way Papa Asamoah. And then the language we but the university school classroom home. This is what it is. It's a language 101. And so I say nobody was created. You are birthed. What a birth alone cannot stand. Okay. It is a process.
We and America said, if they are saying that nobody is created, we are birthed. Next time when we come, I will give a full lecture on this whole aspect of creation for you to understand. For you to understand. For you to understand. Because Niami person can say, a woman say additional yesiano, and yet yesiko school, near co school. Now a brofo curriculum any other tour and on the chair. So that has become the bedrock of our way of thinking. So but se wo nam eno so na se uye nhwehwemu a ebua ma wo san ko wachi ko hwese how because meti hay nyese me hwahwa me ho. I speak at least 17 languages around the world. Well, as an anthropologist, I needed to do that. I have traveled over 43 countries around the world to study culture, communities, traditions, the ethical tenets of living, of behavior, of family structures, and so on and so forth. And I had to learn these languages to help me to communicate and to understand people's culture. So, and say, and no, and I mammy did me research. And she said, Sabios, say, we're doctor. It doesn't necessarily mean say, oh, why I say it just shows that you have undergone a certain research and have come up with something that is authentic. Because among Fobibril, they don't care about culture. They don't care, but I care about the human culture. I want to understand what it means to be a human being, what it means to live this life that has been given us through our creative creation and birth. And you know, you can say doctor, for instance, and yet obia or yarisani. Actually, the actual word doctor, no, a free Latin casa, yeah, friend, doctare, which I said to teach. Now that is where we got the word doctrine. When they talk about doctrine means a teaching. And a doctor is one who teaches. So one who learned, has studied, and has come up with, has cultivated the wisdom that allows that person to teach. I know interested. I know everything. I don't know everything. I'm still studying. I'm still researching. Yeah. But based on my 38 years of study and research, you know, traveling around the world and studying culture and languages, you know, other anthropologists and archaeologists and historians and geological scientists, we are all in agreement. And nanu yakra book biaba, yeah, I try say, abrofuno one analysis one more diabeto about the development of the human person, and so on and so forth. Stone Age, Iron Age, New Age, you know, obviously it is all false because they don't understand. They have come to realize that Titino, sa amount a seed dying crana, Yasemoho, Canada, Indian reservation, yeah, or archaeologists I discovered said there has been an ancient, a 3,000-year-old structure for worship that they couldn't figure out how it was built. It was only built with sand, but up to now, for 3,000 years, it is still in existence. It doesn't show any sign of corrosion or any destructive aibia, despite all the weather changes near them. And it is a sacred place. Indian folk actually say, no, that is our sacred ground, and please, you can't. We give you permission to go and study it, but you can't dig it out or do anything. They went and studied it. When we are radiocarbon dating, who said this structure is 3,000 years old. It's a religious structure.
Yeah. Drivers, Ghana for drivers are almost drive around. Ghana ni bi catch them say oko reserve. Unse almost the niama deliver niama. Dano oko baby oti otimi se na ne car no na on steer car no. Na on steer car no Ghana for drivers are almost the niama cost reserve hono. Na okọ baby na otimu se ekwan no asinsu no beka se hunhun bi twe ne car no nti saa ho no many people has experienced na ye Indian reserve ho na eniema bi a ehyehyehye nwura mu se de wo ka no saa se o makohu niema bi saa no ehyehyehye nwura mu na wanhwe ye o se ho no o mama no won nkura wo hoda but da ne car akọ ho no o se obi ene ebe yi car no free chese na chese ohun se ade bi twi no ohun se ohun nanim inso na ade bi twi no ekọ inside the bush ho baby wo Indian reserve railway sa omo reserve so this proves that there are so many things that we still don't know, and when it comes to religion and spirituality, we must understand say your own understanding cannot do the job alone, because it's saying and near maybe doctor obetimi am your last word na next week ya toaso na yesua ade foforo na ye de apon
enti near last word and person can say Ghana for ye nyankopon ya waboyen wa cheyen nyansa wa cheyen ade wa cheyen ebra enkwa se yemfa mbobra yehu beba emfaso ama nipa nyina enti sa a selfish a tendency attitude na yekuta no any mentality I just say me person me yo obi chen obi no yenya sa mentality no. We have to throw out that mentality. Na yemfa mobruhunu any adoye emfa enhyase emoyembra. We should start thinking with humility. We should start thinking with love. We should start thinking about the well-being of our brother and sister. If you said ya Nyankopon abo wiase no, and he said, abra wo ebon ho modern aboa obi no, ena osoro ehye woma, ena osoro eboa. Wahu. If you said, what do one hoarding at the sum? Into what do one hoarding as sum no, not a stroke and so boa. Sabi, me tihai, a buying triamica, will be in triamica, but me Juma may and Nontino. A boa dear, and so I say, me nakom. Ya Juma may, ya me yen Shushimunia didn't so. Ya me church, a moonsem. Enam enunti so amanfo so eye adoye hwe ewiase na ye won adoye na ye de abo ewiase no enti si eye adoye a the universe na ewiase no etumpon enyin from ema bibia from ema ahotoba enti ganafo misremo ara mufa agenda ho any humility twi ye kan say ahobrasiye. Yeah, ahobrasiye ani obuo emanipa amfanya adwuma. Medamo ase say mwanya adaje a ya betena afidie so nei na yayesa nkutahu. Nyame adoma na watwe ebai ya besan aye. Ohimba medase say wabua me so me ho abanfa so a me ekire me yenkyerɛkyerɛ ya etwediampon ede nyansa ekyerekyere nyina sɛ de bɛyɛ ya brabo ebɛyɛ abrabo pa na ye man Ghana ebɛkɔ yie midase
Etiefo we de Dr. Sogah na wate ne nka no oye anthropologist ewo US US no ko bibisa ba bia owo no mpawcho Washington or capital
Washington.
Of bia eniama na isisi no sawote ase ho na capital we no wan abrofo no eyeye ho no mafa omadi wakotene ho na oye ne nhwehwemu ewo ho na yenso ode bibre yen every Saturday yesua nipa ho eniama se uye nipa yi a enkoso eba wabrabo so se uye nipa yi a enkoso eba wabrabo so Nia mesere ne se yebema ye ho kwan na yesuasua wei anka Ghana classroom bi seminar ene ohwe wei hanomo there are so many places omoma this teaching for you have to go pay to actually go and learn something from almost biribi no you have to go pay to go and learn it and na ye nkro no enkoso ye eniama sebi yeni enyiano na yeni yiano because of say yensua de enko akire yeni answers obroni ni answer obeka kire say we don't know what is wrong. That means he said they have people learning. Honestly, integrity and the law are the religion and culture of the West, period. Yeah, integrity and the law. Integrity, but adie bia so ye was so fapem. Where is the integrity coming from? Where is the foundation of that integrity? No? How can a man who can say Ghana for they don't have sense, they have sense. But because he said the basis is lost, our foundation is lost. Adie bia we ye bia say unim ni entira we ya ekrom ha they teach everything is in osi adie nyina di bua woni a wode wo ho to ono nyame so just say won fa won to wo so integrity no are you being integrity for yourself any anka obeni atare wo because obi anka but a sign say you have obligation to a brother or sister to respect yourself. You want them to view you as obi a wubu na udi wo ni a sign say wubu hu ntira a sign say wubu hu papa yeboa a sign say wubu hu ntira na den na Ghana ni timi gu ni ho fi And I know young papa wise way MPP for near obejine mu ma ebetina ho as a speaker ma omo go behind the agreed upon law now yet to see hono. You see, when you have no integrity, that means you've lost your purpose, your basis is lost, your foundation. Yen as Ghana for nankasano yen ti yen wants to say ye Ghana for. Unim niente yen ti yen wants to say ye Ghana for. Obiafo so your whole krono so because of atem didie. Because of mpapa muni nchiche muni ntino asantini betran kran on person obesuan kran. It is an evidence. On suan kran nti no nyen kran yie. Sana nkran nso ko eni up wo Kumasi a on suan kran. Now guess how many people lives who are the visitors are omote nkran. Who are the visitors omote Kumasi Takorade? Who are the visitors omote as a way as a manka say na say ye nyina ya hoho, but say ya hoho na say e krono. If we are empowered and we are entitled, then we feel like we are owners of the land. Na say you who Ghana say you one dia. Any can say in kreni betna eko Kumasi o kasa min suetwi anasa santini betna kran obeka se min suetwi na ade bia wo mu no wonye ne yie eno ti Ghana pro ade etan ade kankan pa na wo Ghana. This is our reasons and young religion because umami otu ho umami mepacho asori no eye social gathering bi ankrofoko cause umami eba na edin obebodua. Hey bisa go to eastern part of the country ko enkran na kohwe obebodua eni we a obekwa kofra de foforo because obi abehwia a hungry man is a angry man eno na ato Ghana for. So let's find out, let's diagnose ourselves. Ne yenjai ahomaso ewo soro ho esifam abakenke woman nso ho ahomaso ni oton tofe ni oton dua kura ye de twitwi sekura wa ahomaso o Ghana because ya deprive ye nipa ye tumi ye nipa ye tumi wasase so na sanka obi ekurekura ne tumi but ya gi ye tumi no enti onipa uye tumi ne ya gi utumi no wonso pese uye obi tumi eno nti na obi ba TV so beka say obi nyame no because say ye obi nyame a ene hey eno na broni ni befa ayen so cause no pese ye hu omo so omo ye nyame na broni mistriti wa wo sesen. It is so sad though, Adam. It is so sad, but that is the fact. Until we start seeing ourselves as brothers and sisters, Obroni, Germany, Okoshia, even Portuguese, near, they trace themselves back and connect. Hey, we Irish ni, near oye Germany, near oye we even gypsies, omo free. The eastern part of Europe, or they connect. Even Italian ni Kurano or connecting ube Irish ni no na connecting. African ni Ghana ni mpo aye wo kromo ho oya igbeni oye infantini omunka. Obi emu ne ho. Ye mu ye ho to the extent say yenye kro ni na sa wo mumi a ubetna dodowa ubeye dodowa yi no ubesi dan ododowa ubeni agudodowa na wako we kura ho akodi bronya njimifo jimisam nkote amakro no aye jimi senyame ma waniwa ena ode wo kogina soro na wati wani asiga na asase so a ubesu ma untimi na senyankopon so obema waniwa ena ode behu Ghana Mami Ruth. You will never sleep in the night. Ehona ube who say and things are knocking. Ehona ube who say and yama pro me say upa adi a bon pa say ye say adi a bon e say onipa so onipa prowa kogana. Adi a ye kan gotemu kan chaka eye gan Africa ube who be wo afichire. Gota a bon kan adentira. It is evidence of hate. Evidence. Just say nia ehun faso otan hun faso na mu hu wo Ghana no because in krankra ye capital mpo no ukoduru ho a wo de fadan na chi kakra na kohwa ade we eye emfaso evident anase ehun nia wodi wani ebehu nia eye nhun sonsanso and hun sonsanso eno ne the evidence of hate ena ye hu wo Ghana no onia men kwa akire don't go and look far hey kwa wa ofie kwa wan kasa ofie na hwa ade obi asori anopa obi depression ache no ye hu aduro obi okromfo Ghanafo e wa abrochimpo ehu Ghanafo mobo mo Ghana akwala na okwohwi aye na ekomde ne yem ne maame hia kana akomde na okodi aponche no ne okwohwi akokọ no akwala bi okohuri si obi dan mu na akwala na dane within no area hofo de adua ehye akwala ne to ewudini a wahye wudini na yaye wudifuo and then you are asking say Ghanafo eye wudifuo you are the first of all wudi we say nia wakọ wia ne yankunu we say nia wade sika ne yankunu but ubekum e de agisika and ananti free onia this is not easy o enya funny o me say amachi it the evidence of love is how people respond to you me frɛ ambulance amachi wo me fia ha enne me frɛ ambulance because na the way na ye eniema bi wo fia na me chese na so onyankopon cha ade omo ba hwe there was nothing wrong omo ne mbe kasaye omo ne kasaye efififi na the evidence of love is the responses you receive. It is all way epitome of lawlessness. Yes, or see boy, you are wrong. We had integrity, honesty, and humility in our culture long before European came. These are some of the lost people who think it's a broni diano. No. You see, language itself, no say the doctor church no one year because mamika semche way e tamap wa brochimemu. We eye den onye saw me e wo Ghana koye we kire obi na hwe ade nso e kromwa oye we a oye say a kire say tamap koso ye ba kokoye we e wo Ghana ombeka sa wo se me maame twe me maame biribi sa na we e kire bibi ade foforo wo China nso e hanom yesi wo maame twe ne ani o o see you opa say fu enie onua ena we nso e kire ade foforo he ukọ China na do nsa we e ko kire China ni ahwe a omo betwa wonsa na afiri ho. So is a language papa yeboa so is a language inti ekasa ehu hia na se wo sua kasa nso a sua ekasa ne suban spirit sua spirit no ni su eye de ade ne sua culture ni su obroni si culture culture ni su ni de he na free he fa na baaye ne su anase ne fapim the foundation of the language where did it derived from. That is where you have to ask yourself. And yes I won Ghana ni won language a yensua ye nkromu de no obroni de ye pese ye be kire ase untimi sa wonti twi a wonti brofo da hey onua wo hwe me ka kire sa wonti twi wontimi ka brofo nkofofo so mo te brofo mo nte brofo because mo nti twi wo kasa no wonte sa wonti wo kasa ase and come Ghana yes it is evident, it has been researched and this is true ontimi ka brofo papa nti onua wo hwe me wei enti na ye ko ama Ghana eniama tantan sei a ekire otan a ye wo ma ye ho eno nti na ye ko ama Ghana ye pese ye de odo eye nia Abu Dhabi fo no ye ni bi no odon koten enye sika odon koten enema wo ye ade ye fe nema hu eniama foforo eye odo se woni do a untimi ehu ade foforo because odo koma ade ehome odo eye ade germinate ade duplicate ade nyini ade wo life ade wo nkwa ade a odo ebata ade a ewo nkwa ho na se wodo ade ewo nkwa a wo hu enkwa ne ho eyi kire vision wo hu enkwa ho eyi kire na watimi etu ho anamo ama ehun nsonsanso na yade pama onua a wo hwe me. This is as simple as benku dokunu ene nchinam yankopon hira ye nyina. So much hate on the land. We are all full of hate, Papa. Obi kura. Yeah. Obi a Ghana for we are delusional. You see, ni ofo so what dono. Ne language a obi yama wono. Papa, we have a long way to go. I made a conscious decision to love as if say I made a conscious, Papa, it is a practice. Practice nenya with the antina culture and spirituality. Go, practice culture, no, it is a repeated idea, religious religion. Now, what practice here na be with dia. Practice to love. Why? As if you've never been hurt before. Now, what do who na uhu nia wotia, uhu nia yawa, uhu ba bebre ye hu ye nua yawa eye yende Adam ye hu so obi ko we eyawo mu a eye yenda ma ganani hu se ganani ni age a na te se ni nua bi wo trouble mu o sa na ye kan no obi na kan sa asem ne kire mu hu se ganani ewo eni age a na te se onua bi hu aka na hu se chobe hu se na kromfo obi na ya che no chobe hu se krobe o say love only comes from honesty, integrity, and respect for law. Yabua, you me pacho enya hompo. Love does not have a gauge. Love one and recognize honesty or and recognize lie or corrupt love ya de bia mama nka asemi nkyerɛw wo say integrity odon kote na etimi kata change integrity etimi ewo. Integrity does not come before love. Odo na ewo odo na onyem na wo mma bebre odo it comes first. Caring odo na emma onipa dasani abojeto odo na emma enokore wo do a na wo ka nokore. So, was it then love only comes from Obua? Yabua. Dabi. Odona onyem. Odona nema. Odoma any honesty and integrity, respect for laws. You see how we have upside down. Wa niana ye come from Ashasian. Odo ena odo any di ade nyina mu akotene. What in your me patcher na say? Say ye ba na ye be explain because Bible no encrophobia as a second akodi owidi ni anaso obodamfo ho anaso ojimifo ho odi twitwa but the same second no ye de do ye de ya ade fefefe ye de siesie ye de sensen but ekodi onipa wudi ni anaso ojimi ni wa odi say say ye be kyerɛw odo ena edi ade mu nyina akotene nti odo na owo honesty owo nokore odo ena ewo enidie anasa wuhudie wunidie odo ena ewo na wo odo awo respect ebuo na edimraso odo. You see how it's simple, but it sounds so complicated. Meboa. It's complicated to you, but what's the chance in it? Yaseka krampa cho yeboa. Dan the chance in butu no na froye no wo top ho. Sauti ase. What's in it as a froye no akodi ase. Froye no wo so pese wudi komu. Love leads all. Odo na wo odo a odo produce check mama ka se mi chiro. Odo na produce nyansa. Odo na produce adwene animudie. Odo na matumi. Odo one shani ami yi in the beginning no. The way I beda before we now. Mami o hwe. Steve Harvey say aji odo nkoten na ebeye we na nye sika. Cause mami ka se mi chiro hey. So wo hwe ni sika, wo ka se ni ananado kan na ye boa. Ghana for ye wo sika. Nso ose den ekom de yen. Enya atoro na otwa wo papa. Enya atoro na otwa. He was talking true. Ghana, he was saying the real and the facts. Yet sika so nso ekom de yen. Papa ye boa. Suya basic things. Usua basic things. Enti na me obi a would ubu akola nim tia no me mbu. You miss big things. At obi a ubu obi so obi alone. Obi o so we alone. We obi okasa sa hwe nso. Obi okasa se wadwimu mieye, wadwimu noye, wadwimu nyese. Instead of taking their time to explain to you, won say me explain ade we. Man ka se unime say dumade ne kakra we mum na eye se me kirekire omu. Me ni watem first. Obi okasa wonti asama se jeje mesrew. Opese uhu no as a superior rather. Mani kirekire omu on your level na ti ase me pa wo chew. Nyankopon hira mu nyina ya tena so ache. May God bless you unhwe ye from beginning kokohwe we enti na ye ku. We enti na ye di ama Ghana fo. Nyame nhyiram. Nyame nyemo nyina adoye ene Saturday. May God bless you and had your blessings nko a. Nyankopon ni mu kan, Nyankopon enhyira ewo awie mu. O konyina catch it. Ehanom nkola games nyina, it is there are hidden truth in it to show you say blessings are in your ways. Inti oma ye games bia you have to now you are getting yourself strong by making sure say you are aligned with the blessings. The you are say uko sa ade ne de ne ho kopem sikana no wanya tumi foforo ade ne. May God direct your path so you will be in the same pathway, align with your blessings. So what you say, may God give you the vision to help you accomplish your mission. May God help you. Nyankopon shira mu nyina.